So now we're going to go to Rick Sanchez, who is doing a good job here of calling out a GOP Congresswoman, Marsha Blackburn. So Sanchez is going to take out Blackburn in the next clip about the debt and the deficit. This is good.
And I understand that, and I think most Americans understand that, but I have to ask you a question about this, just to be fair. Let me take you through some of the things that happened during the Bush administration. Mr. Bush was handed a surplus of $127 billion. He left the United States, of which you and I are citizens, with a deficit of $455 billion. Mr. Clinton left him with a $5 trillion debt. Mr. Bush took it to $10 trillion. Where was Marsha Blackburn when that was going on?
Well, I'm one of those that felt like the Bush administration spent too much money. But let's back up and look at these numbers. You mentioned the $5 trillion debt, and then it went to $10.7 trillion as of January 3rd. No, but listen to this, Rick. When you go back and look at January 2007, when the Democrats took control of both houses of Congress, the accrued debt, the national debt, was at $8.3 trillion. Now, in the 2 years that the Democrats had control, they moved that to 10.7. When you look at the debt that we have so far, the deficit we have so far this year, the pre-TARP and TARP has given us a $1.1 trillion deficit. Add to that the $1.2 trillion that we are going to see come from the Plan B, which is the Obama plan. Now, we're already over $2 trillion for the year. We have not done the omnibus, which is going to be another $500 billion. And you're talking about the deficit that Bush had of being $400 billion. We're already going to be pushing $3 trillion in deficit, which will be added to our debt.
Oh, please, but who caused all that? It's like you're saying, oh, no, Bush only left with a $400 billion deficit. But why do we have to spend the TARP money? Why do we have to do the stimulus package? Because Bush and you, Marsha Blackburn, destroyed the economy. You pulverized it. And now we got to spend all this money, all the trillions you're talking about, to try to rescue the mess you created. And then she says, oh, no, I was against the government spending of Bush. Really? Then why did you vote in favor of it? Because you did. You never opposed Bush. When did you oppose Bush? Never. Okay? Now you're like, oh, look at this. Obama's come in, and we have to spend all this money. You think Obama wanted to come in and be like, oh, yeah, my first priority is a bailout of the financial industry. Yeah, he campaigned on that. Okay? No, he wanted to do health care. He wanted to do energy. But when he came in, the economy had exploded. Now, what did I tell you? The minute he steps in office, they're going to blame him for everything. They gave Bush this enormous cushion. Oh, 9/11 was 9 months after he came into office. You can't blame him for that. You can't blame him for anything that happened for the first year or so. But Obama, on day one, you see, now we're going to spend trillions of dollars because the Democrats and Obama are in charge. And by the way, she also said there, when the Democrats got into office in 2007, that's when the deficit started going up. Oh, please. When did the Democrats ever beat Bush in any legislative battle? Those budgets that they passed in those 2 years were totally Bush's budgets. And you were on board for it. But now all of a sudden you want to deflect. It's pathetic. It really is.